Previously on Town Hall 9 Free to Play, we started upgrades on the most important buildings for new players. Today, let's take a moment to talk about a mysterious Town Hall sighting that hit Clash of Clans mainstream media and what army I used to get level 9 walls in 3 days. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 3 of the Town Hall 9 free-to-play series, and those walls are looking phenomenal, and that was supposed to be the theme for today until an image populated on Clash of Clans Twitter, Instagram, and all over the place, Facebook, and this image just is so, oh my gosh, you know, like, they be hurting me. They play with my emotions, they pull my heartstrings here. So the image says, where do you clash? And it looks like it's in a subway of some sort, and you got a mobile device in somebody's hands, and then you obviously have what looks to be a Town Hall 12 at first glance. And then when you look deeper at the image, you're seeing higher level heroes, and if you really get in there and open up and look at that Town Hall, that is not a Town Hall 12 by any means. And well, didn't we just talk about Town Hall 13 yesterday? So right there is, you know, proof, like there it is, you know, obviously that Clash of Clans has given us a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. For those that really pay attention, you're going to see it. There's your Town Hall 13. We haven't seen anything sneak peek wise just yet. Obviously, I haven't started working on anything sneak peek wise yet, so that's the first time I'm seeing what could possibly be Town Hall 13. But anyways, yeah, so we're going to move on from that. We're not going to talk about that too much or beat a dead horse on that one. We got a lot of stuff going on here, and so yesterday, you know that we put down our laboratory, spell factory, clan castle, and one of the army camps. And so clan games did finish, and I'm going to go ahead and collect my clan games before we get into our question of the day. These are the items that I've selected. I like gold because I need to do more wall pieces, and then we got the lab potion because there's a lot of days of upgrades that got to be done there, so every single one that I can get, I'm gonna do it. We grab some wall rings. I don't really value the gems too much there. And then we also got builders potions, and what is this right here? The Book of Fighting. So we're gonna be able to upgrade something instantly once we have the loot for it. So we're gonna collect those. Those are the rewards that I wanted to claim. If you claim something different, I'm sorry. Anyways, so we got some icons up here. Let's go ahead and grab this. Destroy 10 Inferno Towers. Yes, please. We did. We got some free gems there. And then we have a social tab. We're going to go ahead and claim these real fast. We got Will E over in Enigma, Michael over in Hog Eaters, Trigun from Black Swan, the Crazy Banana, your boy, Zenirita, I'm sorry, Ace Chase, Rocky, and XC Miles. So I did clear out my friends list recently by, you know, with all the players that didn't have shields. They were not active for a few days, and so I went ahead and cleared out the friends list, and we're starting all over again. Why not? So anyways, we are going to move on from there. So today's topic is going to be taking a look at how in the heck did I get all these walls done in a matter of a day? Well, a day and a half. But first, let's go ahead and get into our question of the day, and we got one here from Corey, and it says, why hasn't Supercell put a mechanic that allows clanmates to share gold, elixir, and dark elixir? I like this question. It's unique, it's different, and we haven't seen anything. It doesn't really pertain to a certain Town Hall level, but the reason why you will never see anything like that ever put in the game is because of players like me. So I have a max Town Hall 12, and all these accounts above my head are max level accounts for their respective Town Hall levels. And so if you take a look at my main account and we look at what we have available resource wise, I have 12 million gold, 12 million elixir, and about 300,000 is some dark elixir. And so what I would do if it was me, if they had something like that in the game, I would just continue to attack in Legends League and fill these storages up and send them over to my Town Hall 9, and I would never actually have to play the game. So that is why you would probably never see any type of mechanic like that ever put in the game. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's just never going to happen. But if you have a question of your own, go down in the comments below and hashtag question of the day. Okay, so getting back on topic, we've beat around the bush enough, and let's go ahead and talk about the armies that we use in order to max out these walls in literally 3 days. So we got a couple of things going with us right now. There is currently an event in the game. Obviously, by the time some of you watch this might have already passed, but they have a 50% cost reduction on home village buildings. So I would highly advise, if you are watching the video while it's recently posted and this is still going on, get in there and knock your walls out right now, because the walls are actually reduced down to, these walls were 250,000, and the next level, in order to go to level 10, they are 500,000. In reality, they're actually $1 million. million to go up to the next level for level 10. So we're going to probably be shifting and starting working on this again. So I was in Crystal League yesterday, and so we used a classic barge in order to collect our resources. We filled up our resources 3 times last night. I did a 1 hour boost for 3 hours. So actually I did 3 1-hour boosts in order to keep boosted armies and using the barge army. And so the best thing about the barge army is that you do not need to use heroes, you do not need clan castle troops, and you definitely do not need spells. So obviously our spell factory is down right now, and that doesn't actually look really good, but these look really good. There we go. That's what I wanted to show you right there. So we got 402,000, 518,000, 522,000 gold, and then the same thing for elixir. And so this is exactly what I did in order to steal the resources required. And obviously, guys, this is very repetitive. It is something that a lot of people out there, and many of you probably will not do, because it takes up a lot of time. And so if you can sit there for an hour, maybe put on a television show or something and sit there and just continuously find bases like this. And so I was farming up in Crystal 2, and I dropped all the way down to Gold 2. And so I'm not worried about trophies. I'm not trying to win. I'm trying to steal as much resources as possible. And so this raid is really long and dry. It's really not worth watching or explaining too deep, but it's just continuously being repetitive using the queen in this situation, but normally the queen and the king are down. And so I would do the same thing with just barbarians and archers and going in and stealing massive amounts of gold and elixir. I don't know any other way to put this, guys. This is the best army for stealing gold and elixir. You can use every strategy out there. You can use the balloon armies, and you can use the goblin knives, all you want, but those armies take a lot longer to train than it does to train a barge army. About 100 barbarians and 100 archers for 200 housing space, and it's really, really effective. Now, obviously, you're not going to win every single match, but you are going to win by stealing a lot of resources. So, I mean, if you really set aside the fact of losing trophies, if you can just say to yourself, trophies are not that big of a deal, I really want the resources instead, then you can go out and continuously hit next and find bases like this that have the gold in the box like so, and the elixir in the drill just like that, and you just go around the outsides of the base and steal as much of the loot as possible. If you lose trophies, so be it. Just go back in and go and do it again. Your armies will cook so fast, especially if you use your gems wisely and boost your barracks for an hour. Sit there for an hour, knock it out, and just continue to do this until you steal the amount of loot to continuously build your walls. And that's exactly how we did it. But now we're at a point where we have dropped down to gold 2, and I'm no longer finding those dead bases. And so now I need to push back up and start the cycle all over again. And so we're using this goblin knife army without spells. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a replay, show you a replay, and kind of break down what I'm doing, what I'm trying to find in order to get the trophies back in order to go back up into Crystal League. Before moving on, I did want to put out 3 additional notes before I forget. So in yesterday's video, I mentioned that I was going to put my queen down. And so when I went to put my queen down, I have the dark elixir to do so, but we did figure out that it was going to take about a day in order for her to upgrade. And so we currently had 4 other builders down doing items that were taking about 2 to 3 days in order to complete. So I held on to one builder in order to do walls. And so in order to stay repetitive in the game, if you hold on to one builder instead of putting all 5 of them down at one time and waiting days to start playing again, then you could do a lot of progress on those walls. I did want to put that out. And I also wanted to mention that I did use both gold and elixir to upgrade these walls, and I'm able to just refill the elixir prior to doing the next upgrade. So if I time it properly, I can use all my resources, fill it back up, and then be able to do the next upgrade. That's really how we did it. So anyways, moving on, we're going to take a look at this one army that we are using in order to try to push back up into Crystal League. Now, here's the thing. We do not have a spell factory anymore. We have a dark spell factory. So we have the ability to use the 4 earthquake spells to open up walls. And so we're also picking very easy bases. Guys, you shouldn't be trying to hit max max level bases right now. You're still a Town Hall 8, you're a Town Hall 9, but you still have Town Hall 8 troops. And so what we're going to do is we are going to hit the base with the intent to get rid of the Town Hall and try to get 50%. So we're going to drop exactly four earthquake spells, any level, doesn't really matter what level they are, whether they're level 1 or level 2 or level 3, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to drop our giants. We're going to get a nice wide spread of wizards back behind there, using the wall breakers to open up the base. And then off to the flank, I'm going to drop my heroes. In this situation, I do have heroes. I got a king and a queen, level 10 and a level 5. So they're off to the side working on a few buildings, and we're trying to get the 50%. And you'll notice that we have this nice wide hole that goes straight towards the town hall. That way we can send goblins in there to take down that town hall and grab the dark elixir. Now, clan castle troops, you don't necessarily have to have clan castle troops, but if you can get Valkyries or more giants or something, it does help out quite a bit, especially at a higher level. And we're going to send the Valkyries into the core of the base and assist our giants, because giants aren't exactly a very strong troop. They can block for a little while, but they will eventually die. And then you're going to notice that we're going to knife those goblins straight to the core to take down the town hall. And we do not have spells. Remember, there are no heal spells, there are no rage spells. Everything is out of commission until that building is finished upgrading. And so we are able to get in there and take down the town hall, and also grab the dark elixir in the core. So we're still able to kind of farm for dark elixir at the same time while not having a fully effective army. I choose not to do clan war during this time frame when the spell factory is down, because without spells against higher level bases, you are not going to be very successful, and you are going to probably fail. Now, we did get like 95% on this base. I'm not going to show all of this raid. We're going to speed it up, and that way we can see the army again. And that's going to pretty much wrap us up for today, guys. Now, you can use balloons and minions, but until you unlock the Lava Hound, the Lunian or the La Lunian armies are kind of ineffective until you really get up higher and get those Lava Hounds unlocked. And that's when we really start to do some heavy farming with the balloons. But for now, this is what we're going to use until we get those Lava Hounds unlocked. That is the army right there. And if you have any questions or need any assistance, drop some comments down below and we'll do our best to help you out. I did also want to mention that we did do a revamp on my Discord server. We've got a lot of new channels to help you guys out, so get out in the description below and check that out. There's a link down there for that. And if you need any additional strategy support, click one of those videos over there, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.